Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Arcades Anonymous, your weekly meeting where we get together, we discuss arcades, and we have a great time. Hope everybody is having a fantastic evening. We got a great show planned for y'all this evening and got a lot of great stuff to show, but we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're hanging out with us. If you're watching the replay, we are glad you're here as well. I got a lot of great people to bring in, so let's bring them all in. Hello, everyone. What's going on?
What's
Chaotic.
going on?
What's up, brother?
Hey, how we doing?
Not much. I'm playing with a new toy.
You want to show that off real quick before we pump this show up here?
People, I'll give you a little sneak peek of my
Let's
toy.
see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is, everybody. Looky there.
The back box will be here tomorrow, but I am
God, she's so beautiful.
Updates, so it'll be good to go.
Your co-host, I think, got his.
He got his main box today too.
I'll be darned. Well,
we'll be set up tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, glad that you got it. Glad that you're here. I know you worked a long day, so we're glad that you were able to make it in. It's almost there. It's almost there.
It's almost worth it.
Gallagher guy, what's up, buddy?
Oh, nothing much.
You traveled
great
back
time here
from your vacation. You're back in the saddle at work.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, so.
Yeah, vacations always have to end. It's never fun. Never fun.
Never fun. We're glad you're back, brother. Glad you're able to be on the show tonight, as always. Matt, welcome, brother.
How's it going, my friend?
It's been a while. It's been a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, I had to.
You were here last.
No, I had to work in Bartlesville last week, and so actually.
Yeah.
Yes, so yeah. One of our pops is like almost 2 hours from the house, and so in our change was like roughly 1 a.m. So yeah, actually, so yeah, it's work. It pays for all of this, so I can't complain.
There you go. Well, we're glad you're back, brother. We've been missing you, so welcome here. Gamer Fridge, I see you have a guest with you. Who you got with us, man?
All right, yeah, this is the Finner 7. This is my youngest son.
Right. The Finner 7. Well, welcome to the show, brother. We're glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
We heard that you're like an expert on turtles, so I think this is going to be a great show, right? the leading expert.
Well, he's not done one of these shows yet, so he's a little nervous, but we'll get him through it and get him comfortable about talking turtles. That's his forte.
Well, you know, by the end of the thing, he may just outshow you.
Yeah, take over for me. Yeah,
right. So. Yeah, that's yeah. Well, we can all hope, right? We can all hope.
Half the chat will agree with you. So I like the younger one.
you had a longer week too. You were doing some OT too, weren't you?
Yep. I think we're all just working away at it. We got to pay for all these toys and stuff like that. Got to take it with.
Yeah, Carl O has already started the petition, so we might have to put the actual poll in there in the chat and see how we've done it. So
well, we're trying to get his friends in there too, so that ain't gonna help.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll help with the average median of the ages, right? We all go down. Yeah. So yeah,
we're all in the we're all in the 40 range. We're looking to expand that. So,
exactly.
Yeah. And turtles. The cool thing about turtles, it expands all these generations and stuff like that.
It does.
So yeah, MG's already getting the paperwork ready wherever he is. MG, if you're out there, let us know you're out there. We love you, brother. We want you.
Wait.
Here.
Right.
MG. I know you're watching.
Okay,
go ahead.
Go ahead. It's all you. That's enough, right?
Yep.
I think that'll bring him back.
Yep. Always a good time. All right.
He knows that I know that he knows.
He knows.
There you go.
Even jump into Discord and let us know you're alive. So
we care. We really do care. Joel, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm here. I'm hanging in there.
You ready to start this thing?
I got plenty to complain about, but I'm not going to.
Where's JoJo?
I don't know. Where is JoJo?
It's his time, and he ain't even here.
JoJo, where are you?
Okay.
Oh, he's okay coming.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess this is the perfect time to cue his music. Okay, we're gonna cue the music, and then he'll.
JoJo shows a toy or two. JoJo shows a toy or two. JoJo shows a toy or two or three. Maybe 6, okay, probably 10.
Why do you guys keep putting it on?
That's your song.
That's your song, brother.
That's your song. It's your introduction.
Sits down and you cue it up, and he's like, "Really? Again? Why does he keep putting it on?"
It's your song, man. It's to let everybody know that you're here. You're ready to roll. So hit us with the toys, brother. Show us what you got.
This is what they've been waiting for a week.
Oh.
All right.
Leonardo.
Okay, which one is that one from?
Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
Rise of the Ninja Turtles, okay. All right.
Mikey of the Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
His shell opens.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Guys,
Look at-
the Ninja Star in it.
Ooh, look at that.
Next two. I'm going to go get them.
Uh-oh. You weren't ready?
Oh no.
He got a little bored when he was ready, and he went and started playing with them over on the At Games Legend. Started laying all out and heard him over there playing.
Oh, man. So have we still convinced him to not get rid of these toys, right?
The next two turtles.
Right, this is his college fund. He ain't going to college because we put it all in toys.
In toys.
Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
Got
there it
a
is.
bow in the back of him.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
Wow.
Awesome.
And here's Raphael of the Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
Awesome.
Got big red fishes.
Big red fishes?
No, big red fist bumps.
Oh, fist bumps.
He's got big power punches.
All right, you better hurry up.
Going to get the next
They don't like dead air.
No.
No awkward silence. No.
I gotta keep them entertained. I don't know what to do with my hands though.
No awkward silences.
There you go. He's got more.
Oh, he's got them all.
All right, there we go. Here comes the
Here
movie.
we go.
One of them
Oh, nice.
was Mikey,
The classic movie ones, right?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Johnny,
Sweet.
Raph, and
Man, that was
Leonardo.
quick. Oh, there's Leonardo. All right.
I forgot about Leo of the Rise of the Ninja Turtle sword. Be right back.
Oh, he'll be right back.
Okay.
Ninja Turtle sword.
Oh, man.
This one makes portals to somewhere else.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Can't find the toy, but here's the sword.
Yeah.
That line of turtles looks pretty awesome. Yeah, I agree, Jason. That looks pretty cool.
That's the retro classic ones from way back in the day, right? Like 2012 or something.
Yeah, you say watch the movie.
2012 was way back in the day.
Way
Yeah,
before you were
way
born.
back in the day,
Daddy
man.
watched the movie of it.
I'm not that old.
That's his generation.
They watch these movie turtles.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
They put on clothes.
Yeah, Brooklyn Menace, we know. Everybody's live at the same time.
Raph got
We were here
pants.
first.
Yep.
This
We
is our
did.
slot. Dang it.
With a tie on him. And Mikey
Didn't
got,
anybody check Biggie D's schedule?
And also, Mikey got pants with
He
a
put
tie
together
on
a schedule for everybody so
And,
we'd know.
Also, he also has a backpack. And
Awesome.
Hey, they got nothing against JoJo's corner, so
boots.
Correct. Right.
Exactly.
And a pack. And a camera right here. Two cameras.
so is that from the movie, the Michael Bay
And-
movie one?
A
Yeah.
salmon fun
Okay.
there. And we got the Leonardo that has some pants too.
There you go.
Now that
Raphael, that's mine.
I just love these things.
This big
Daddy's got
Raphael
the good one.
yeah.
Raphael's mine.
So I have
said
plans.
that's
I'm working on I just love those, and Metalhead is my favorite turtle.
I like
going on.
Metalhead
So,
too.
I have the
Awesome.
3D files ready, and I just got to
My
scale them.
favorite is
and I'm-
Mikey.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
3D print a Metalhead this size.
Oh man,
Johnny, and also do a
that's pretty
Mikey
cool.
and Johnny and the Master Splinter.
Well, we
and
can get
Shredder.
Mikey and Donnie. We have Leonardo and Raph, but I want a Metalhead. They never made Metalhead.
Godzilla
Yeah,
turtle.
they never
Godzilla
made
turtle.
Johnny or Mikey too.
That was funny, Joel. You're just like, here's one.
Yeah, that one there.
Yeah,
we go.
there it is.
Bum, bum, bum,
big-
bum.
The big guy.
Yeah,
That
big
guy's
guy.
expensive too.
Yeah, it's like a couple $100.
That's when you got to really pay attention to what they list the size on the internet listing on those eBay listings. He looked a lot smaller. I thought he was just a little guy. He arrived and he was a lot bigger. And you got to put something in the pictures for
Here's the Ninja
sense of
Star.
scale.
Yeah.
I think you can store stuff in them too. Can't you?
Yeah, his shell opens up. We got a movie theater projector in it.
Cool.
Daddy,
Awesome.
we got a Mikey that has the hat
That
and,
was too cool.
and it has
You have a movie projector in that turtle? Is
Yeah.
that what you just said?
movie
Yeah.
right over here on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
What?
And
No
probably
way.
the wall.
Yeah, movie projector right in him. Look at
Right in
that.
the shell.
And he's also got two remotes in there. And why has he got two remotes in there?
One for the projector,
Why is there two?
Because we got a lot of remotes.
Haven't you heard of a Universal?
There was a Ninja Star look like.
Okay.
All right, JoJo.
You got anything to tell him?
Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Okay. So
Kick us off. Are you excited for this?
yeah,
This will get the
this
rest
is
of
a
the.
4 games. I want to be dying when me and Dad are gonna play, and Dad's gonna be Raphael,
Yeah.
and Mama's gonna be Mikey. But I can be two.
Oh, you can't be cool.
But I can
I have
be
two controllers.
Ninja Turtles too. I
Yeah.
want to be Donnie and Mikey.
Okay.
You be Leo and Ray.
I don't know if you can be two at a time, but we'll see. We'll have to play it tomorrow night.
No, let's
What you got anybody? Tell them what's your favorite Turtles show.
Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
Mm.
Rise
That's a
of
choice.
the
That's a choice.
That's gonna be in debate.
Ninja
That's a choice.
I think it's just because that's the one that we've been watching most recently.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Song of that goes of the Rise
You
of the
gonna sing
Ninja
it for 'em?
Turtles
Yeah.
is Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles with a half shell, turtle power.
Nice.
Awesome job, JoJo.
That's all.
You right, buddy.
All right. Good night.
My
Tell
Ninja-
everybody bye.
my
Thank you,
mom
JoJo.
like that.
She's probably still putting West to sleep.
Yeah, so that means I can still stay on the
I think-
show.
Hey,
Yeah,
somebody agrees with you.
We gotta stay quiet, okay?
And tell
Gotta
my
give
mom.
everybody else turns. We can't be hogging, right?
Yeah,
Like Jay.
like
Oh, you right, JoJo. Thank you, buddy.
Daddy, who talks too loud?
I don't know.
Oh. All right, gentlemen. As always, we like to talk about
cannot
what we're.
Beat JoJo's corner.
You cannot. You cannot. So I'm gonna go around the horn real quick. I want to know what you're playing, what you're modding, and I want to hear from everybody. So starting with Ki, buddy, what are you playing? What are you modding?
I've been waiting on this 4KP to get here, so haven't been modding or playing anything lately. I did update my retro shooter arcade with the Terminator 2.
Okay.
Got Revolution X on there now, and they actually fixed it so the volume is loud like it's supposed to be. All the other games work as well. I feel bad for Phil. PD7 has went down, but
Yep,
mine,
I saw
I've
that.
seen
mine's working great. I just need to upgrade to the 4 sensor guns.
Yep,
That's the only issue I'm having. But that's it.
And if Retro Shooters was watching, you should have kept that darn blasted upgrade kit.
Yeah,
My boy Chaotic needs it.
yeah.
He needs it.
He's had a bad week. You need to give him his stinking upgrades.
I mean, how many of the 2 IRs did they sell? They should have kept making the
lot.
upgrade kit.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
should've
saying.
They should have kept the muzzles as an option.
I agree. All right. Galaxy Guy, what are you playing? What are you modding, buddy?
As far as playing, I think me and Joel might be playing the same kind of stuff because he is telling us about all these deals that were on Steam the past week or so, and so I've been playing some of that Injustice 2, and then Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I got that on there too. They both were super cheap. Thanks to him, I found out about them. So yeah, so I started playing those. That's what I've been playing as far as like consoles and stuff or PC. As far as modding, I have I have Jay to thank right here because I finally got my Vuelix up and going, and for some reason the monitor it would not like it was what'd you call that? It was
Overscanned.
overscanned. That's what it was. It was overscanning. So like a big chunk of my monitor was just not showing up, and had someone over here to kind of help me, and he couldn't figure it out. My brother-in-law, and then Jay was like, get on the phone with me, man. Like, I'll tell you what to do. And he walked me through it. So, big steps on the Vuelix. That's what I'm modding right now. And very, very excited. Very excited about it. So that's what I've been doing this week.
Yeah, when you were sharing in the private chat, you needed a new monitor. I'm like, oh my god, I hope not, because you just got everything going. So I didn't want to have to get a new monitor. But I'm glad Jay was able to help you figure that out, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I greatly appreciate. I said he's my hero of the day. Jay is.
There you go. There you go. All right, Matt. What have you been playing and what have you been modding, brother?
Let's see. Playing this weekend, we were blessed to go to an arcade, and so it's called 1984. There's one in Springdale, Missouri, and then there's also
that sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah,
I love it.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. And so you pay a nominal fee to get in the door, and everything's free except for pinball, and then pinball's 50 cents. And so we played lots of live pinball, and then I got to play tons of Cubert. I played Cubert
Nice.
a lot.
God, we need a Cubert.
We do. And then my wife fell in love with Attack from Mars.
I heard about that.
And then she got multiple free games. She was just crushing it. Like all my quarters were gone, and she still has pocket full of quarters. And so then we came home, and now we've just been playing Attack from Mars on the LP over and over again. So yeah.
Yeah, y'all been posting some scores. I know
We've been
Sue
trying.
and yeah.
Sue beat my score.
Yeah.
Shit, what were you gonna say there?
No, she's ruthless.
We almost heard Matt cuss. That was
she's a stinker. She's like Sue is like really, really competitive. So that's what happens with the Star Wars table. We just played it like, and all of a sudden, like our score is ridiculous. So it's nice to have a new table. So besides that, like not really modding. I've been tinkering with the iArcade a lot, and so you just keep adding more and more games based on the guys over at PAX or us. And so they're just crushing it. So I've been playing lots of Killer Instinct over there. I need to replace the gates because it has the round gates versus the octagon gates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because like it doesn't roll well for Killer Instinct. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
awesome.
Nice.
All right. The Finner 7. What have you been playing, brother?
Lots of Warframe.
Warframe? I'm not
Yeah.
familiar with that.
What?
We're old.
We're old.
Explain what it is.
Oh goodness, it's
Is it like Minecraft or Roblox?
Yes.
yes. No, it's a really farming game, first person shooter.
Okay.
Third person.
Okay.
Third person, yeah.
Awesome.
Lots of like material grinding to craft more stuff to level up your character.
Sweet.
And once you get to a certain level, you can start like the story mode. But, yeah.
Isn't it like technically free too? Like
Oh, it's free.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I think
Well,
I
a lot
tried to
of
play it
people-
once and people were like, if you play it, just so you know, like you have to really get into it in order to get anywhere. Like
You gotta like play for days to actually get into
Saiyan
it.
Spirits is familiar with it, so I guess we're just a bunch of old men. It's okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
I would be
I
young
knew what
again.
it was. I knew what it was.
Whatever. Whatever.
I don't even play.
I would be young again and have the time for grinding games.
Oh yeah, he does. He does school at home, so he could just sit there and play,
Awesome.
do schoolwork while he's grinding this game.
I spent so much time my junior senior year of high school playing RuneScape. The original
Oh yes.
RuneScape
Uh,
online.
It's got a Destiny vibe. If you're, it's got like a space age. That's still cool. Yeah,
He's 48 and he still knows, so I guess we're just out of the loop. Y'all better do better
He's with a
research.
K too, so he's got to be.
Yeah.
It's been out for good.
Cool.
it's been about
9 years.
Yeah,
9 years.
it's been out for a while.
Well,
He plays. What else do you play?
Fortnite.
well,
Apex.
Fortnite just added control for guitar recently, this week. So you can use your Guitar Hero or your Rock Band guitars with Fortnite. So they have pretty much Harmonix built it. So it's pretty much Rock Band inside Fortnite. So
And Fortnite
Interesting.
is teaming up with Disney now, so there might be some Disney characters going into Fortnite. So that's
oh
pretty cool.
Lord, all the princesses and everything else I can't imagine.
but he got Optimus Prime, so I'm really happy about
Yeah,
that. So.
I have Optimus Mega.
Was there turtles too? Did they do
Yeah,
it?
I have all 4 of the turtles on there too.
So
Cool.
Fortnite had turtles, so he got all the turtles. So
Awesome. All right, Jay, what have you been playing in mining, brother?
I had a guy called GI Joel come over, and he gave me some little ticket. He gave me this so I could be cool. He said I needed this to be cool, so I got this little.
About
wristband.
time you wore
That's
it.
the membership card.
Yeah, so
About time.
I finally got that in the mail, and no, he gave me another one of those little pucks and stuff like that. Like I said, he got to hang out, and before my whole family showed up, and all chaos broke loose. But we had a little bit of fun. We got to find some more time just to play and just hang out. But our lives are really busy right now. But I've been trying to. We got that thing working with just trying to get that going. I'm trying to get it to firmware without taking away CoinOps X on the thing because I don't want to upgrade it too much. And then he was able to get Fix-It Felix. He tested it out and got Fix-It Felix Jr. a high score on iScored right now. So he was really happy about that. So I had to shoot that up for him. So doing that. But the one game we did get to play this week, my boy Chaotic was feeling bad, so I hit him up and we played some walkabout golf with our boy Stockjock. So we all played a round of walkabout golf. And
I hate that I missed that because you guys, I know y'all had sent the message out that y'all were playing, and I hate that I missed that. So
we'll do it again. We definitely want to do it again.
We got to come up with a time and play as a group. So
yeah, I mean definitely, and I know they're talking. Rascal is talking about doing something like that next week. Oh, and update on the KI. I did get hold of Bobby, and he sent it out and should be here Monday. So I'm going to probably do an unboxing. Maybe I'm just do a live stream of just building the thing.
Yeah, this segment needs MG commentary. I agree, Saiyan Spirits. We know he's watching. We can feel his presence. Can you guys feel his presence? I just
it doesn't feel right without getting
basted
in the chat by him. So
yeah,
I feel like I'm secretly getting judged.
Oh, all right, Joel. I know you went over to Jay's house and heard everybody call him Grandpa, so we don't need to hear about that. But tell me what you're playing and what's your.
His grandson kicked me out too.
Wow,
he literally did.
4-year-old grandson. Yeah, shut the door on my car and told me to get out of here.
He did. He's like, you need to leave.
Get the heck out of here.
Galaga guy hit it on the head. I've been playing Injustice 2
Great game.
Started off after we finished the show up last week. I started to try to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Did a little bit of that, but got busy the rest of the week and the weekend, working on work, and then free time was dedicated to working in the shop, trying to got piles of orders to fulfill. I think this weekend's going to be a big weekend, and hopefully people that have been waiting for things for a little while will start seeing some tracking numbers and stuff start to be generated and go out on Monday. So lots of
I'm excited. I'm excited.
But yeah, then we had the Injustice 2 went on sale. I didn't even really know what that was until it went on sale and started looking at it, and I kind of ran across it because of the turtles on there.
Yep.
I was like, oh, that looks pretty sweet. So yeah, $10 on Steam will get you Injustice 2 with pretty much all the expansion packs and DLCs. And then they also throw Mortal Kombat 11 in there too, all for $10 right now. So it was like $130 worth of content and stuff. Downloaded
I bought that game 5 times already, so you got a good deal on it.
Yeah, I've been like, I've got to get my situation set up because all these great games are coming through. So
I was playing Injustice last night, and I was playing the story mode, and it actually has a good story mode, especially for a fighter game, because I mean, basically they did it right. It's basically you're watching a movie, and occasionally there's a mini game built in. So it's kind of like, how do you have a story in a fighting game? But it was pretty good, and I was sitting there playing it. And all of a sudden, I look around me, and JoJo's like over my shoulder, just sitting there watching. In bed. And then I look behind him, and my wife's behind him watching. And it's like everybody was gathered around watching this game, and they were into it. So I got about 2 hours into Injustice. So
Joel, have you played the first one?
No.
Oh, yeah.
You wasn't familiar with it at all.
The first one is you got to play the first one too. Yeah. It's basically Superman goes evil, and then they go into the parallel universes.
Oh man!
Yeah, so basically, like Joker ends up doing, Ant to Lois, and then Superman kind of loses his mind and decides, "Hey, I don't need to be who I want to be," and everyone's like, "Yeah," they all go up against it. It's this whole
spoiler
civil
alert,
war.
Everybody! If you haven't played Injustice.
Come on now. It's like 10, 15 years old, isn't it?
Spoilers, man. Give people time.
I started to gather all that from the story mode in Injustice 2. They they pick up from probably where Injustice 1 left off, I'm guessing. So I have gathered that.
Joker right off the bat.
It'd be good to see the whole go back and see the whole thing. But yeah, I mostly picked it up because of the Turtles, and I thought JoJo would get a kick out of another Turtles game that we can, fight each other, and just the graphics and stuff of the Turtles just looked awesome on it. So I was like, $10, can't go wrong with that. But I think I got my money's worth and then some, because it's becoming one of my favorites. I was like really impressed. So I was like, this is a cool game. So,
awesome.
And I've never been into fighters, so this might be my fighter.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Let me know when you want to fight, Joel. I'll teach you some stuff on that game. I love that game.
I'm sure you will teach me some stuff.
Do some streams. I gotta get Brian into it too.
I own both of them, so
awesome. Well, I have been just playing on the Switch here and there. We had a great Sunday night, did some Mario Kart and just hung out, and trying to get into Mega Man 11, and I got another Fast and Furious game. Switch this. I'm hoping to crack into this, but as far as modding, really haven't done anything modding, so hopefully this week will be a little bit better. I'm still working on the Nerd Lounge, trying to get everything situated. I want to get all my old consoles set up on my CRT and get everything back to the way it was before the move. So looking forward to getting that all done, and working in the storage cages too. I've got some stuff I want to do in there. So lot to do. So, Well, let's get into the meat of the topic tonight, and we wanted to do a themed show, and we are doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in honor. And I'm going to do this real quick because everybody's kind of showing their stuff off. So unless you're under a rock, this game came out this week. A lot of us got our pre-orders. I know I ordered it and got it the next day. I think our good friend Joel has been had it on pre-order for a while, hadn't you?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it as soon as it was announced on Amazon, and they were nice enough to send it to me like a day later.
Yep.
After they sent pods to him that he ordered the night before.
Yeah, I got it. I got it the next day, so it was pretty cool. You know,
that's your punishment for pre-ordering.
Pre-order, you know, never pre-order, right?
Goes unpunished.
Yeah. Anyway, this will be the game of the week. If anybody out there, I think majority of people have it. It's on a lot of different platforms. It was on Steam too, wasn't it, Joel?
Yeah, it was on Steam. Yeah, and it's
15%
off right now.
So this is the game of the week, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade Wrath of the Mutants. We're going to get Joel to make a nice thing for iScore and have that up. So we'd love to see your scores because this is a score-chasing game. So we're looking forward to seeing those scores coming through this week.
Sounds like that was the big miss on it, was that it doesn't have like online leaderboards and stuff, and it being a score-chasing game kind of misses out. But us having the iScored, I think, will definitely help improve that experience.
So I want to congratulate good old Vader. He won again on the Dig Dug challenge last week. That was our thing. Let's see here. So, but we will get that in there and get that situated. What's going on? Everybody's talking.
Yeah, read Stained Spirits.
Stained Spirits
comments.
MJ says he's late because he just woke up. Wants the kid that Jay kidnapped to blink twice if he needs to call the police.
That's his grandson. That's his grandson.
That's his grandson. Yeah.
He lured him down there. He's like, "Hey, kid, you want to play some video games? I got an arcade in my basement."
or get it on the console.
You guys are killing me, man.
We need
die.
to MG.
Oh my god!
MG, everybody's
puts the lotion on its skin.
This is my son, not my grandson.
You don't think he's that grand?
What's that?
You don't think he's that grand of a son?
No.
Wow. Ouch. Ouch.
No good way to answer that one.
Ouch.
No, my grandkids are grand. So
all right.
They get spoiled. You don't.
So I think all of us have had some really good experiences with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We either grew up with it as kids or it's been part of our lives. It's just kind of a culture that, I don't know. If you're in video games, you've always had some type of Turtles, either game or reference or whatnot. So I want to go around the horn and get some feedback from everybody. Either share your favorite game, your favorite movie. Just talk to us a little bit about Turtles. Who wants to start out? No awkward silence. Come on now.
I'll go.
All right, Matt. What you got, brother?
All right, cool. When I was in middle school, so the original Turtles came out. That's on the ALU. And so there was a mall. We lived in the country at that given time, and so it was Muskogee, and so the mall there was like right when you walked in. It was the first game you saw, like right when you walked in the arcade, and we played it over and over and over again as much as we could. And so I love the game. Like it just tugs at my heartstrings.
And that was the regular arcade Turtles.
Yes, sir. The OG.
Yeah, and you know what? Really, one of the first ones that came out from Arcade 1-Up that was the 4-player. This cabinet. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I saw it, I definitely wanted it. It was something that I couldn't live without, and ended up finding it at the local Walmart for for a really
Dang,
good
it's
price.
$700 still. Jeez.
Yeah, but this is in Canada, so
it's the
Oh,
brick.
okay. Jeez.
yeah. But
I'm
I think all of us have this, right? Is
Yeah.
there anybody in the panel that doesn't have this?
I don't have
That-
it.
Jay, you don't
had
have
it.
it?
I have the.
No, I just
counter
modded my Simpsons so I can play it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have it either.
But it's one of those cabs that you had to buy. I don't know about you guys, but it was just one of those. It was one of the first 4 players that came out. If it wasn't the first 4 player that came out, and I mean, I had to have it. And a lot of people have done really cool mods with this cab and have done a lot of cool stuff with it. So
It's a beautiful cab, yeah.
it is a beautiful cab indeed.
I felt like this was the first cab where it was like everyone was just like shocked by the cool factor of like, whoa, like we had our
Yeah.
Pac-Man, we had our
Yeah,
Street Fighter, but this one was really
Galaga.
like,
We had a
wow,
That
yeah,
cab
we had our
right there
Galaga, that
cab right
thing,
there was my entry drug.
Was what?
yeah.
That cab right there was my entry drug to this
Yeah.
hobby.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the first one. That Galaga, and I think that Turtles was on display at Walmart, and that was kind of the one everybody just kind of walked up and started playing that one, and that kind of it was like, oh my gosh, you can have this in your house, kind of a thing.
Yep.
That
And I
was my
paid-
gateway too, but it was on the small scale, on the countercade scale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And see, they missed an opportunity with the countercades. I think they could have kept making those and keep selling them. I mean, some of them like hotcakes, but obviously they didn't venture that far with them. So
Obviously, they're not that smart.
No, they just
Yeah.
don't like to make money.
Correct.
Arcade One Up doesn't like to make money. Apparently, that's a very, very true statement.
I remember
So,
that.
Who's heard of Turtles?
There's turtles. All
They,
right.
I mean, they do like to make money. They just like to make a lot of money all at once. Like, we're going to make it $800 for this cab, and we're going to sell it for $800 for 6 years, and we're
And
not going to
then-
lower the price.
And then right before we say we're done with it, we'll clearance them out to 150 and let everybody buy them up,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Right.
okay. Yeah,
Gobble
works
them up.
for me.
Rather than maybe
Yeah, walk
bring
in
it
the
down a little bit to reasonable levels.
All right, so Matt, obviously you remember like the movies, but what's your favorite? What was your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie? The OG, or do you have a preference?
Like, it sounds goofy. Like, the one I remember the most is based on was it the second one where Vanilla Ice is in the soundtrack?
Yeah,
It's horrible. It's horrible, but like I can see like
Ooh.
go ninja rap, like everybody, like it's just based on my given age, right? I remember that time frame like it was like yesterday. But yeah, the original one was my favorite.
renting that movie, getting a Pizza Hut pizza, and either playing the game or doing whatnot on the weekend was a classic like 90s weekend. That was your weekend. That was what you did. You watched the movie, you played the game, and you had a good Pizza Hut pizza.
Yep.
When Pizza Hut pizza was fantastic. So
And who didn't love Toka and Razor?
those yeah.
The classic mini bosses.
Yeah, classic
Yes.
mini bosses, yeah.
That was from 2,
Absolutely.
right?
And
Yeah,
Super
that's
Shredder.
those.
Yeah, Super Shredder. Yeah.
Super Shredder, which was what wrestler? There was a wrestler that played.
Kevin Nash.
Yeah, Kevin Nash. There you go. Yeah,
Was it really?
Yep.
yeah, it was Kevin
Yeah.
Nash. Yeah,
Brian's like
He
the
was-
encyclopedia over here. He's like, I am the Ninja Turtle encyclopedia. Like, I know. Like,
Dude, that was my favorite movie. I was gonna wait till it came my turn, but yeah, Turtle 2.
We'll share some more chaotic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you,
I mean,
Matt.
Look, the first ever arcade I ever played at a local skating rink was the original Ninja Turtles. That's what made me fall in love with arcades, period. I mentioned that in my Arcades Anonymous video where, I introduced myself. That was a big deal for me. And I loved Turtles growing up. I had all the action figures. I had the Technodrome, the big one, I had Krang and his giant robot body. I had that, the classic. I had the Turtles van. I had it all. I had all the Burger King VHS tapes. I was a huge fan. I even seen the concert with them doing their rock concert that they did.
Really?
Out of their shell. Out of
Yeah.
their shell. Yep.
Yeah. So, and then also my favorite game was the Super Nintendo Turtles 4, Turtles in Time.
Mhm.
That was just perfect, the perfect beat 'em up game. I'd always played that. I wish I still had it, but yeah, I can pretty much tell you anything. Like that was my gateway drug was Ninja Turtles, and that was my gateway drug into this hobby was that Turtles cabinet from Arcade 1-Up. So, what else can I tell you?
Do you you remember like collecting all the figures and having all the stuff, all the toys, and I remember having all of them. And then as you grew up into a teenager, either your mom threw them away or gave them to donations or whatever. It was just sad thinking about all the time. I mean, I did hundreds of trades. I must have traded tons of figures back in the day for other figures, and had like almost a complete collection. And God knows what my mother did with it. But it's sad to think about all that money you tied up in those figures and time and effort. I even had ones I never opened because I loved them so much and didn't even
Really?
want to play with them. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So I do have a question then for Chaotic. Have you seen the newest movie then?
Yeah, with the
Um,
Mutant Mayhem or whatever it's called. something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
So since you're someone who's so like obviously you have a special place in your heart for turtles, how'd you feel about the movie?
I didn't like it. I thought it just went into a weird direction. I actually liked the newer live action movies. It felt like the old school movies in a way, just with more CGI and not practical effects. But to me, those felt more believable as teenagers than having real teenagers voice. The ones
Yeah.
that adults wrote the lines for.
Yes, sir.
So I just didn't like the art direction and the style. Like if you're gonna go with Spider-Man into the multiverse or whatever it is, the movies, I forget the name of them.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that art style, I don't think Turtles is the right direction to go in when you do that kind of art style.
Yeah, I can't argue with you there. Yeah, I didn't like the Michael Bay as much just because I didn't think the turtle designs were as good as they could have been. They
True.
could have been a little bit better, I get it.
When you take a turtle, which is a relatively small animal on this planet, and you mutate it with something that's supposed to be teenager size, you shouldn't end up with something that's like 12 feet tall.
Gigantic.
Like, even if you watch like the cartoons and everything, like the turtles are shorter than everybody else in the cartoons because they're teenagers. Same thing with the live action ones and stuff too, the classic ones, is they were at least at height or smaller than most people because they were turtles and they were teenagers. So yeah, that was the big miss with the Michael Bay, I thought, was they were trying to make them too much like Transformers because that was hot at the time. So let's, make them big, bulky. They can smash through brick walls and stuff when they're throwing each other around and breaking stuff. And
Shredder transforms.
At least Michael Bay gave us what we wanted. We wanted Krang, we wanted Rocksteady, and we wanted Bebop, and he gave it to us.
Oh, that's my big gripe about them. I love all things turtles. So, each one I respect certain aspects of it for and the stuff that it brings and what they're trying to do. And I try to keep an open mind because, everybody that kind of trash talk, oh, that's garbage, like the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's lots of people that hated those and stuff. And, but the more you talk bad about it and trash talk it, the less likely you're going to get something like Turtles, remade and, people bringing out better versions of it. It's unfortunate that they got to try to, do things keeping up with the trends, like that was with Rise of TMNT was, the things that were, Teen Titan Go and stuff like
Yeah.
that was really popular and stuff. So you could tell that they were just trying to, riff off of that, so there's always, it seems like they gotta, I really hope they don't do that with the last Ronin movie that they're working on. That
No, I don't think so.
They, don't try to keep, work in
That-
what's trendy or what's interesting or something. Let's just keep it. Don't try to recreate the turtles and make your own version and try to make them cooler. Like, they're perfectly fine, like the classic original movie live action guys in rubber suits, because those guys, they actually look like the cartoon and the comics.
True.
They weren't these giant bulky monster mutanoid type things, and you don't have to. I mean, the turtles are the turtles. People love them, so
Absolutely.
There you go. There you go.
Preach.
Preach it, preach it, preach it. Let's all hope that The Last Ronin is going to be a masterpiece, a love letter to the fans that are out there, and I hope that they don't screw it up. So
yeah.
Hope springs eternal.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Go ahead.
So I always got to go back to
The arcade
the
game.
original.
Yeah.
Really?
The NES cartridge, yeah.
Really? That's your
Just
favorite?
my absolute favorite Turtles game.
Wow.
Because
Did you beat it?
I have.
Wow.
I beat it on the Cowabunga collection with the pause and rewind feature.
Yeah, it's considered the least of them all. So that's interesting. That what makes it your favorite?
The nostalgia for it, and I don't know, I just absolutely love it. It was just so much fun playing as a kid growing up. I liked the side scrolling, and it wasn't like a beat 'em up, it was an action type game that you were playing through, and I don't know, I've always loved it. So that's my ultimate, always holds place in my heart for out of the Turtles games. I mean, there isn't, I haven't found a Turtles game that I absolutely hate and can say is terrible. I mean, I even have the plug and play stuff, the Jack specific stuff and things. So, I mean, even those are like cheesy and stuff, but they're still good and fun to play just because, I don't know, I'm a sucker for Turtles. I love
And
Turtles,
I think
so.
out of the group, you're the one that's doing the comic books, right? You kept up with the comic books all over the years as well.
Yeah, and so
versus
that
some
was
of
what
us-
I was gonna actually talk about as my almost kind of my next favorite game out of them all is, and I think it gets forgotten, is Mutants in Manhattan, because it's been delisted and stuff, and so you can't find it anywhere. But absolutely love that game because it's a beautiful game. It's not just a basic button masher side scroll beat 'em up. It's got, kind of an open world aspect and gameplay, but it also it holds really true to the current IDW run of comics right now with the art style and everything too. And it's just got a beautiful art style. And the comics have just been really good in that run, especially the earlier stuff. I mean, they're starting to wind it down and they're going to finish it up. I think people were the writing was getting they're getting to 150 issues. So after 150 issues, the storyline has gone in a lot of different directions, but the way that they started that storyline out and everything, it was just really nice job with the Turtles compared to, some of the things that they've done in the cartoons and stuff in the later generations. But Mutants in Manhattan it's like you're playing the comic. Because of the art style and stuff. It's just beautiful game. I love it.
Awesome.
I do want to mention one thing.
Sure.
There's a big sleeper hit when it comes to like the old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, and I'm sure a lot of people probably even forgot about it, and that would be Turtles 3 Radical Rescue for the Game Boy. If you haven't played it or you never heard of it, get it on like a ROM, get it on an emulation, play it. It's like a Metroidvania, where you have to rescue the other turtles in different levels. It's kind of, you can go wherever you want to, kind of like the original NES game where you can go into any tunnel, any building you want to, right?
Right.
So it's very similar to that. You start off with one turtle, you got to rescue the other three. That way you can start selecting them, but it also has like RPG elements and stuff like that. It's probably hands down to me, when it comes to the old school 2D style games, that's one of the best ones they've ever made.
Okay. Joel, what are you showing me, buddy?
I'm sharing
Is that,
game from Mutants in Manhattan, just to
Okay.
Oh wow, that was cool.
aren't familiar with it, just to give them a taste, a little nip.
A little nip there.
And Brian, is the game you mentioned, is that on the collector the
Cowabunga collection, yes.
Cowabunga?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
okay.
Yes, it
I
is.
may have played it on there then, because I'm remembering, kind of what you're saying. It sounded familiar, so I might have, because I was just choosing random ones. I'm like, hey, this is an old one I've never played. Like, I'll just pick this one, and I may have ended up playing it without even knowing.
Yeah, it's really, really, really deep and like unheard of back then. Back then, it was hard to have a game that was that big. There's so many levels, so many places you can go, and so many things you can really do. Like that game will last. It can last you a long time. Like you can spend 15, 20 hours on it easy.
Wow.
And that's a Game Boy game.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's like 3 sets of batteries.
24 pack.
So Galaga Guy, before we get with our expert and Jay, I wanted to see if you had anything you wanted to share before we move on to them real quick.
Okay, so as far as favorite movie goes, it probably would be the original Ninja Turtles #3. That is by far. No, I'm kidding. It'd be the first one.
Wow. People are picking some weird stuff today.
Right?
Yeah.
That was the first one that he ever saw.
Watch...
That's how old he is.
Yeah.
He's not as old as the rest of us who saw him from the beginning. He had to start at number 3.
Yeah, I started #3. I did enjoy, like I did watch the newest one, the what one was that? Mayhem.
Yeah,
the new movie that just came out. I watched it today actually in preparation for the show, because I'm like, I didn't even seen the new one yet. And I didn't mind it. It wasn't too bad. The main thing I didn't like, I guess, was that, like, well, I don't want to give away anything, so I guess I won't say it. But like, I didn't like that they retold the. Yeah, I didn't like that they retold the story again of the Turtles, and I'm like, this has been done so many times. It didn't need to be redone again. That has how I felt about it going into it. Like, we all know what happened. They put little twists in here on it, but I was just like, okay, we get it. This is kind of the same thing that always happens. But I didn't mind it. Games though. Favorite Turtles game is probably or the most nostalgic one would probably be the arcade. That's the one that I remember playing.
Yeah.
My favorite one though, actually would be probably Shredder's Revenge. I'm sorry, that's just the one that.
That's a lot of fun.
I love the other one.
That's a good pick. That is a good pick.
I love them. I love them all, but like this one, I feel like was kind of like a reuniting of all the Turtle fans, like young and old. Like everyone played this game, and everyone was excited about this game. And
the classic April jumpsuit yellow. You gotta love it.
Yeah. So I feel like during that time, getting a new beat 'em up game that everyone enjoyed, and people were brought into it that didn't really know about Turtle beat 'em up games, and people who had still felt like they were shown some respect in a certain. I guess that might not be the best word, but they were just still shown the same Turtles that they love. So that's probably my favorite one, just because of the experience around it. So But that's my kind of, I guess, my turtle experience. But yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. I love what you're saying. I love the comments that you made there, and I think it's awesome that you brought up Shredder's Revenge. I think that's one that's on our hearts a lot because we played it as a group. It's been a while, but we played it as a group and had fun, and we need to get back to playing it again. I think it was a great game that we as a group could play.
I feel like it was like a love letter to all the turtle fans / arcade.
Yeah,
almost. People who enjoy
I agree.
It's like, here you go. Like
out of our fighting episode with Moat, have any of you guys heard of TMNT X Justice League Turbo?
Haven't.
I'm not.
You sharing that as well?
Yeah, it's a fan-made game.
I will put this up here.
Justice League and TMNT.
Is this open for?
Yeah, it's
Mugen or something?
Mugen.
Yeah.
Mugen.
Well, I never knew how to pronounce it.
But yeah, that's
so you got. Wow, it's pretty cool.
So you actually can. Let me see. So here's
that one game. Remember,
some of the game roster.
Is that Kirby? Did I just see Kirby?
It was Kirby. It's crazy.
They have it.
And is that Clayface? Like green Clayface?
Yep. You got all your Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman. Wouldn't you love to see April and Wonder Woman go fight each other?
Casey Jones over here.
Yeah.
Batman. Obviously, they did a cross. The crossover that they did recently.
I love that line. It's like, you're wasting.
So this is a nod to 16-bit, fighter game, and it was a fan-made game. There's a lot of time and everything put into.
Want to know what your favorite arcade game is?
It's pretty cool. All right, well,
documentaries and stuff out there on YouTube too, if you want to learn more about it.
Stuff. Yeah, definitely rip your tapper.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing, Joel. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. All right, so we want the expert to tell us everything that he likes about TMT. So hit us. Favorite movie, favorite game. If you have a favorite comic or whatnot, hit it with us.
Right.
Tell us everything.
Favorite movie is definitely the original TMNT.
Okay, you have good taste. Good taste.
No. He's not talking about the OG ones. He's actually it's called TMNT.
Yes, I know. That's a good. I'm familiar. I'm not that old, Jay.
Okay, I'm just clearing it up.
As old as you are. Okay.
And that's the computer animated one.
CGI
okay.
one.
Yep.
And then favorite game, probably the PlayStation 2 Smash Up. It's where it's kind of like Smash Bros, but it's but it's based on all the characters in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They had it on the Wii too.
Yeah.
So
and
that one, since it's like Smash Bros, is it like a fighter game then? Like
Yeah.
a fighting game?
Yeah.
Like a fighter?
He's got it on the Wii.
Fire game. Yep, that's it.
Smash Up. Awesome.
For some reason, he doesn't think Smash Bros is a fighter game.
Yeah.
We've been arguing about this.
We're not gonna.
It's hard to argue with people whenever you know you're right. Okay.
You're right, and he's completely wrong.
Well, I was saying, he was telling me that sumo wrestling isn't fighting. I'm like, it has the word wrestling in it, so wrestling isn't fighting.
I don't.
Where's the health bar? I'm like,
I don't know.
It don't. You still kill each other.
Yeah,
he's I even explained his logic to my 14-year-old, and he's like, Jay's wrong.
Yeah.
My daughter's like, Smash is a fighter. Maybe not a traditional fighter, but it's a fighter.
Yeah.
So sumo wrestling, your sumo wrestling doesn't work, Jay. I'm just saying.
You just got checkmated.
I'll let you all be wrong, so I'll just leave it at that.
So J is like WE is that fighting?
Yeah.
Is that a fighter? No.
What if it's
No, is
Team
that
Rumble?
fighting?
Is it fighting? No.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
What if it was Team Rumble?
Okay, are we talking WrestleMania, the game? That one's a fighter.
Oh my gosh.
Brian knows what's up.
Oh boy.
Because that's more that was made by the same people who made Mortal Kombat.
So it was made by the same people, so therefore it is.
It's more of a fighter than like 2K.
Oh,
I ain't saying they're not good games. Gosh.
Oh boy.
Anyway, go back to the turtles. Wait. So what did you say? You said you like the TMNT.
Capcom make DuckTales too, but they also did Street Fighter. Is DuckTales a fighter?
You tell me, Joel. You tell me.
You know,
I'm going by
life's
you.
just like
now.
a hurricane.
You tell me if that's a DuckTales. If we were gonna say that,
It's made by a company that's well known for making fighter games. I'm just saying. We're running that logic.
No, it was made exactly how they made Mortal Kombat. Actually, they just had a Shawn Michaels. They showed. I don't know. It came up on my feed showing Shawn Michaels making that game. It's actually pretty cool.
Oh,
Anyway,
boy.
it's about him. Hey, we ain't trying to get into this conversation again.
Sorry. Sorry.
You
Go
keep
ahead.
dragging
Go ahead,
us
sir.
into it.
I did not. You brought it up.
It was
Shut
my
up.
fault.
That's what happens when I bring my. All my kids will roast me, so I'm used to this. See, you guys know I'm used to it now, so I got it. So he liked the TMNT movie, and he likes the Smash one, and then what about the Forever?
What one's that one?
Turtles Forever?
The crossover with
The crossover one when they meet the original.
Oh, that
the original meets the
2003.
second gen.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Which cartoons have you seen? How far back do you go with the cartoons?
Well, we do have the original.
I've watched these ones.
And what do you think of them?
I grew up on them.
Yeah.
These were the first ones I watched. Definitely good
Man.
ones.
So good thing that Jay raised you right. Yeah. Grandpa taught you right. Okay.
Oh, that has an ad for the Smash Up game right in there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that
It
fighter.
came with action figures too, but I'm pretty sure I sold all my action figures for good
Oh
money.
boy. Oh boy.
Mistakes.
So when
Jay. Mistakes.
that was all him. And the funny thing is, I went in the mall and look at one of the toys I knew he had. It's worth over $100 already.
Mhm.
He had so the 2012. So he got into it with the 2012. So I mean, we went ham on that stuff. So when I was a kid, I was kind of a little older. The neighborhood kids were big into Turtles, so I was kind of like into it for them. But they were just it was cool. When the arcade games came out, I started really getting into the game stuff.
Poor
But when
he's always been the old guy in his social.
I sure have. And then I just kind of missed it. But when he was growing up, the 2012 series, that's the one we all just kind of like. It was he was prime for it. His older brother liked it. It was just kind of the one show we all kind of watched, and they really paid homage to the original. They didn't like you said, they didn't stomp all over the old stuff, but they added new things, and it was a little different. They made like April younger and stuff like that. But we bought a ton of those toys, and he just wanted to get rid of them one day, and
Mom got mad.
Master Splinter was still a wise, master. He wasn't a bumbling buffoon.
It did humans. Yeah, it was a very good series, and then it's just sad to see how much those already are worth. we had so many of them, but he did sell them. Or I don't know, did you give them away or sell them?
I sold them.
He sold them. I think he gave some kid at a yard sale really wanted them, and
he has them now.
Yeah, So they got played with like Toy Story. He passed them.
Have any of you guys seen the original TV series, the live action TV series? Basically the Power Rangers version of.
Actually, wasn't
Where
there
they
a
brought in
crossover?
I never got into it.
They brought in the female,
It's a little rough.
female
Yep.
turtle.
Did they have a
Venus.
yellow turtle?
Well, now they have a yellow turtle in the current run, Jenica. But that was originally they brought in a blue, light blue female turtle. That was, I believe, Venus.
Yeah, something like that.
It
Wasn't
only had,
that
like 2 seasons, and it was.
wasn't that a play off of the that thing Brian was talking about, that concert?
Yeah, it kind of had the concert vibes mixed with the live action Power Rangers series that was on TV, you know, with like kind of the bad guys and stuff that they had going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you put up that Mudgeon game. I think when he was younger, I started. They didn't really have I mean, they had some fighters, but I started playing with it, and there was some guy who actually started taking all the turtles from, like, I think it was from the arcade game, and he made them into like a really. I don't know if you know how that game works. You can add as many different characters as you want, and he made a really good set of the turtles in there, and it actually he did a really good job of it. And I pretty much made a fighter for him, so we could fight each other and with our own version of the game, and people were like putting different turtle background and everything in there. It's a kind of a cool little build your own fighter, and this guy kept on coming out with them. So he has all the turtles. I might still have it, but it was just kind of cool. I made him his own fighter, and we played that thing. That was a lot of fun too.
I found a place online that I ended up picking up the live action series and tried to watch it with JoJo.
Was it on Amazon?
Keep his
I want to say it was on
attention.
Amazon too.
I'm not an advocate saying it was very good at all. That was probably if you want a similar comparison, that was probably Turtles' version of Star Wars Holiday Special, like probably the thing that they'd like to least forget.
Like they posted
never happened,
never existed. Yeah,
live action TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Turtles Forever, when he was younger, that was his it was TMNT, and then Turtles Forever having that crossover open up that multiverse pretty much. So there's a multiverse in Turtles. So if you guys didn't know that, if you watch Turtles Forever, then he was big in the 2003 series, actually morphed in. There's like, it was weird. It was like they kept it going. They kind of switched it up. They were in cyberspace for a while.
Yeah, I was about to say that one.
It was like the same character, but they kind of put them in different areas. They ended up in space, and it was
cyberspace.
Yeah, and I think that's where these
they actually had an apocalyptic, like the very last season was kind of an apocalyptic, like Last Ronin, feel to it. The series where it was
had a bike. I don't know where that came
from. Donnie was a robot. And they were split up, and some of them were mutated and things, and
what they stuck in cyberspace or something like that.
Yeah, and they had
they got out of space. This is
cyber. They were in a computer.
Yeah.
They were stuck in a computer like the Matrix. Yeah, it was weird.
I don't remember that. But...
Like there was a big mutation war where the Triceratons blew up the planet, kind of, and there was just small little colonies surviving.
I just remember it ended with Casey and April getting married, and then my middle son, he actually, we were recording it, and he actually deleted it off the DVR. We're like, dude, we're gonna watch that one. That was the final episode. He deleted it. We're like, he's like, I didn't know. I was just trying to exit. We gave him a hard time on that.
Have y'all watched Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No.
Yeah,
I
that's
own
a
it,
good
but I
one.
have not watched it yet. I got like this
Same,
pack of
same
like
here.
So good.
yeah, like 5 of them. Like I think it's like 5 or 6 different Ninja Turtle movies, and it's on there, but I just haven't
Oh, you
took the
gotta
time
watch
to
it.
actually watch it.
Is it good?
It's a good
That's
one.
great.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Is it
they
like
have a couple
Scooby
of
Doo?
comic book runs of it too with the crossover, but the movie
Is it like Scooby Doo where they cross over to, like anything, and it's just like its own little
No.
thing?
No,
No.
it makes sense.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, they have. Who is it? Drawing a blank now. Who is the Gotham villain that's in there? That
Joker.
Scarecrow.
no, the guy who lives forever.
Uh,
Oh,
Ra's al
Oh,
Ghul.
Ghul.
Ra's al
Raj-
Ghul, yeah,
Ra's al
yeah,
Ghul,
it's
yeah.
in there
oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
with and Shredder and stuff. They kind of meet each other.
Batman fought Shredder.
They don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they fight each other.
Spoilers, Doug. Spoilers.
Yeah, let's.
No, that's fine.
You ruined
No,
it
but-
for everybody. No.
No, I want to
No,
see that now.
I think
Was it?
Doug,
It's-
I think Doug's a TMNT fan too.
Yeah, he
knows-
does.
No doubt.
So do you have to buy it? Like, where can you watch it?
Yeah, I want to see.
You
this.
can buy it. I don't know if it's available anywhere for streaming.
Sorry.
Oh,
I
It's
bought it
on-
on.
I
I bought it
found-
on Voodoo.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
found mine like I think it was like at Walmart. You can get it online. I think it's like $20, and you get like 5 or 6 movies, the original 3, and then that one, and TMNT, and yeah, it's like you get a bunch of them for it.
sweet.
it's in the
Awesome, Doug.
UHD or whatever copies and ultraviolet Blu-ray, and they got a lot of different versions of it. But you can pick it up.
That's
You
cool
can-
about the
It's a
turtles.
cool
There's
concept.
so much
Video.
to it. There's so much to turtles that we don't. I mean, I'm glad you said something because I've never heard of that. I mean,
Yeah.
even if we
They got figures too. I got a Mikey and a Batman costume figure.
nice.
Yeah.
You can rent it or buy it on Amazon Video.
Okay,
Awesome.
Um,
definitely have to check that out. Oh, he's
He's gonna get it. Oh,
It's also on YouTube.
He's getting it
You can
right
buy it-
now.
you can rent it on YouTube for $3.99. So
okay. Did
Done.
you guys see the one that Batman, with Adam West and Burt Ward? They did like one last hurrah, and they did a cartoon animated. They voiced it and everything. It was from the '60s.
Huh.
It is so hilarious. Batman gets poisoned and becomes evil. So so it's the '60s Batman as a bad guy. It's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
What the?
that is cool.
It's Mikey wearing the bat.
He's just
Owl
joking
and
around.
Yeah, because he tries it on and it's like ginormous on him because he's a teenager and he's small.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Here's the DVD. I feel like JoJo here.
There it is.
Well, that's the
Oh,
Ultra
dang.
Blu-ray, isn't it? Or is it
Yeah.
DVD?
Now it's Joel's corner.
Joel's.
Uh,
Yeah, Joel's.
so
Yeah, Joel's
JoJo's-
corner.
I wonder, since it's based on DC, I wonder if it's on HBO Max or just Max or whatever they call it now. Because there's a lot of DC stuff
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Yeah,
I haven't
that-
It seems like
seen it
such a
on
good
there.
matchup too.
But yeah,
Shatner voicing Two-Face was cool though.
Ah, sweet.
really.
I don't know who.
That's worlds
I
colliding right
am.
there. Batman, Star Trek, and Turtles.
There you
Never thought
go.
that would-
There you go.
That's a nerd heaven right there.
With the Nerdvana, as they like. to say.
Nerdvana. There you go. Thank you.
Nerdvana.
We need t-shirts now.
There you
I-
go. There you go.
Nerdvana.
Nerdvana, which is a turtle shell.
There
That's
you
it.
go.
Like,
Oh, you get, everything's like a different letter is different. Oh,
Yeah, you just use, yeah. We can run
Joel,
with that.
Joel, write this down. Write it down.
Take notes.
we
people.
we brainstorming these ideas, man.
Oh man.
but this is like, I guess what I love about turtles is it doesn't matter, what age you are. It seems like there's not too many IPs or too many, comic books or anything in general that has affected so many, I guess, generations like this, and it still has a positive attitude towards it because it's like you have from JoJo clear up to Jay, everyone in between. It's like we've all had, different things with it, and we all enjoy the same thing. I don't think there's too many Ninja Turtle haters out there. So it's just something cool. I think that's what makes it like it's a special, unique thing
Mhm.
that everyone can just like.
I found it
And I
unique
think-
I find it
Go ahead.
unique that you guys are talking about things that like Joel said the first NES game is his favorite, and a lot of people consider that the worst one, but he still has he still likes it, and his son likes the newer turtles. I mean, there's turtles for everybody. That's there's something for, and the thing is you can't hate on it because it's turtles. I think the NES was the first one that you could actually play as the turtles besides the arcade game. So I mean, I could see why that would be like I could control the turtles now, being just geeking out on that alone.
Yeah.
And then he likes the 2012, and the first one he seen was that TMNT. That's what got him hooked on that.
Right.
And we watched that thing over and over and over again. I've seen that movie so many times.
What I was going to say, and Doug brought this up too, my youngest daughter is getting into Ninja Turtles. I introduced the original series on Paramount Plus, and we watched the recent one. It's kind of not just a boy thing. You know how, like G.I. Joe's were kind of a boy thing, or Thundercats, or, the list could go on and on.
Mhm.
But even my, girl, being in a girl household, she liked the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's something about that dynamic that allows them to not be just a boy girl or boy thing, girl thing. It's open to everybody. I guess it's just because of the dramatics of the characters, or I don't know what it is, but I think
You
it's
got
great
April in
that
there too. Yeah.
you got April in there. You got a full team, and I guess being turtles and not being something that's just a boy thing, also brings in the girls as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
And then also goes back to what like Gallagher guy was saying, like, was it 3 Saturdays ago? Like we played this, and we had myself, we had a 4th grader, a kindergartner, and my wife playing this all at the same time, like multiple generations, and we played it for like almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
So it's it just hits a nail like on so many genres.
Yep. Yeah. And we just started playing the new game, and he's geeking out on it because it's his favorite series of Turtles. So
yeah,
it's it is really fun. I wish it was longer, but for what it is, it's fun.
So
and it's our game of the week.
It
is our game of the week.
And
let's see, our third one. Let's see here.
Third one is good. I agree.
Yeah.
Is that the Manhattan Project?
Made pizza better known in the 80s and 90s about it, especially kids' parties. I always said Cowabunga now, and then when we had pizza. Yeah.
You're right. So was it Domino's? Which one? Domino's had the first movie and Pizza had the second movie, or was it the other way around? Because I know they fought over who sponsored those movies.
I think Domino's had the first one because didn't Domino's have in the first movie Domino's delivered to the Turtles?
Yeah, because they couldn't find it.
And then the second movie they weren't. I don't think they featured Pizza Hut, but obviously Pizza Hut had all the advertising, and
I think that their couch was made out of Pizza Hut boxes or something.
Yeah.
Okay, who can say the line that Mikey says to the pizza guy trying to deliver to them? It's the best line to me in the original movie.
That's a good one. Anybody in the chat wants to see?
I don't remember it. Too slow, something like that. I forget.
Oh yeah,
when he gets a free pizza.
Never pay for. Never pay for
close.
Late pizza. Confucius say never pay for
late pizza. Oh yeah.
Never pay full price for a late
Or
pizza.
That's what
Yes,
Something to
Wiseman
that
says forgiveness. Wiseman say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
And
I only
those are
knew
words.
that because I looked it up.
I think that's what, and we'll have to ask Burger Time Babe, but I'm sure that's what he says now when the pizza guy is late. I'm not paying full price for that.
It's funny. I worked for Domino's at least 2 times in my life, and they hate that they're known for that still, because they haven't done it in years, and people still bring it up.
Wiseman says never pay full price for late pizza. Yep, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
For the most part, all the TV shows and all the movies and stuff like that, they all hold up. Like, you can go back and watch them, and like even like JoJo, who's 4 going to be 5 years old soon. Like, he still enjoys sitting and watching the original TMNT cartoon and the movie and stuff with me just as much as the most recent ones. I mean, how many of the stuff that's coming out today that's, knocking off what, from our childhood that this generation still can kind of enjoy and go back and like some of the stuff, some of the cartoons and stuff don't hold up as well.
Yeah, even like Transformers.
The original, Iron Man animated series, the original from the 80s. Like, I mean, it's pretty dry and tough to watch.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I think like Transformers doesn't hold. I mean, it's hit or miss. There's like they come up with one every three tries or something like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's just like then I got that new movie that I'm kind of interested in, and my grandson's he's into Transformers right now. He'll probably get into Turtles eventually. But
better.
Well, that's gonna be your job. You can get him into.
So, good point. We've heard that they're announcing something with a crossover for G.I. Joe, and Transformers. What would you like to see? And we've seen some crossovers. Obviously, we've talked about those. But what would you like to see a crossover with the Turtles? What would you like to see that would just really spark your interest?
Other than comic books or
like movies,
any media.
Yeah, I mean, just think of something like a crossover. It doesn't necessarily have to be a movie. It could be a comic book or something. But, what would you like to see them cross over into something that they haven't crossed over yet?
I mean, that's what's the Injustice thing was kind of cool because it was the DC guys. So,
and they must have some type of partnership with DC because it was, they had the Batman and Turtles movie, and then they popped up in Injustice. I really want to see them in an actual fighter like Super Smash. If we could get them in Super Smash, that fighter would be great.
Going against the Mario.
Well, you ain't gonna have an actual fighter.
The Nickelodeon version.
I'm pretty sure Turtles in Battle.
Well, that's the thing. Was Smash Up was a non-fighter fighter.
Brawl Stars.
Yeah,
Brawl Stars. Yeah.
See, now that's a true fighter.
Yeah. So
but Brawl Stars, yeah. Right, Jay?
I think we have that fighter.
Whatever you say, Joel. I'm going by your. What were you saying was a fighter? What game were you saying?
You said DuckTales.
DuckTales. You think DuckTales is a fighter? So there you go. Crossover with DuckTales and Turtles. There you go. What would you do with that one?
I think Doug's got a good one. Turtles and Battletoads. Could you see those two going on?
Absolutely.
Oh my,
that would be pretty cool.
I think there is a crossover.
Well, they had frogs. What was the frogs they had on there?
Punk frogs.
No, it was.
They were in Turtles.
Hold on.
There's the punk frogs.
Punk frogs. Thank you. I don't know. Maybe Turtles and Sonic.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Having the Turtles show up in the universe with Sonic.
I don't know why. That just seems fun.
It seems fun because he's a cool guy, and you got the Turtles that are cool. I mean,
yeah.
that would be pretty cool.
Chili dog pizza, bro.
Yeah, man.
Turtles
They tried to put him.
Same vibe, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't
Actually,
seem to
back in
figure
the
out how to
day-
get a good GI Joe. Maybe if they paired them with turtles.
That's the toads.
That's the toads.
Oh, frogs. Punk frogs.
Back in the day, they tried to pair him with Mario, but they just stomped all over the idea.
Oh, that's a corny joke.
What was that? Teen Titans Go. They kind of mocked the turtles. They had an episode.
Yeah.
That was so funny because it was the same people who made the turtles. It was, and they didn't call them that. I forget what they called them. They go,
yeah.
And it was like a spoof, and it was so good. I was cracking up. I was like, this is a really good nod to the turtles. I forget what they did. They all like, they just like bum rush up there. We're like super stupid. He goes, "Why are you guys living down in the sewer?"
Man, Doug's rolling it out. What about the biker mice from Mars? They're coming out with the biker mice from Mars. I don't know if it's going to be its movie. I'm thinking.
Are you kidding me?
Are you serious?
You didn't hear about the biker mice from Mars movie that's coming out in the near future?
No.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool to have the turtles with the biker mice. Y'all remember the biker mice, right? I'm not like losing my mind here.
No, that's a great series. I wish it would have continued.
All right, so we're giving away. So it's not
Yep.
math.
Now, Brian would probably be like this. So there is a comic book crossover of it, but he'd probably love the movie. TMNT versus Predator.
Yeah, that would be so dope.
Just a quick note, everybody. Joel's giving away his thing right now.
Is that what we're hearing in the background?
Yeah, I just switched over.
Joel, what are you giving away, Joel?
No, retro lizard Joel.
Oh,
yeah, he's giving away a Switch, right?
He already gave that away. They're giving away a computer drive now, a mini computer right now.
Cool.
Who won the
Switch?
Yeah,
I don't know. Some random person. I don't know.
Okay.
Some
I
random
believe his name was Galga Guy.
Galga Guy 88.
Yeah, the pro is who won that.
I got my son involved in that, and I told everybody to hit him up. That's probably where our audience went.
Nah, we're doing well.
We're doing good, man.
So, what all have they done with Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles?
They've had a couple crossover comics.
I thought they did
and
that.
action figures.
They've got action figures, yeah.
I thought that live action one you were talking about, Joel, had a crossover with.
I don't know if they actually did. I don't know if they actually did a crossover back then. It had a lot of Power Ranger vibe to it.
True. Like anything would be like martial arts. Let's say like Tekken and like Turtles. Like because it would be.
Yeah.
It would be a fighter. It would be a true fighter.
They had the Street Fighter versus TMNT.
They do, yes, sir.
Run just
Tekken. I love that game too. I love that game.
They haven't been able to figure out a good Street Fighter movie, so maybe they could
throw the turtles in there.
Ride off the turtles.
Look, I would love to see a crossover of G.I. Joe with Contra.
True.
And then somehow have the turtles involved too. That would be dope.
Okay, that zombie game? I forget. They just they're doing a crossover with Contra, and I forget what it's called. It's like some vampire. You basically just run away from these. What?
Vampire Survivors?
Yeah, it's like you just run away, and they just all these. But they're doing a crossover with Contra, and you have all the guns.
That's dope.
I would like to see them, and I know this. I guess it really doesn't tie because it's not really the turtles, but you know how Ready Player One had a lot of the pop culture in there. I would love to see more of that in Ready Player Two when that comes out. Hopefully, we'll see more of the turtles and more of some of the '80s stuff that we didn't get to see in the first one.
I haven't finished that movie yet.
You poor bastard.
I got interrupted when I think my wife finished it and I didn't.
Oh,
Are you talking about Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Really?
How long ago did you get interrupted?
It's been a while.
Oh boy.
What,
I probably
like 10
watched that
years
movie.
now?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I probably watched
You
that movie
fell
like
asleep.
20,
it's all-
30 times. Yeah, it's a great
Oh,
movie.
Yeah, he's got a story to tell about the turtles.
I have a huge story. Every time I try
Okay.
to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with him, he'll fall asleep. And then in the morning, he forgets we watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he'll say, "Oh, we haven't watched this episode, even though we watched it 20 times." I never
Oh.
finished the series because he just
Always
keeps
fell asleep.
sleeping.
That's classic grandpa move right there.
That's what grandpas do, man.
It's true too. It's a thing. We're like, we gotta get through this third season, and I'm like, get 2 episodes in. I'm like,
Did he fall asleep in the recliner while reading the newspaper and watching?
Yes. It's not a newspaper though; it's his phone. He just he falls asleep with his phone in his hand still up. He's like,
It sucks being old, doesn't it?
I think it takes skill to do that.
He'll have a Diet Coke still in his hand, and he'll be pretty much asleep, snoring.
Hey man, when you work so much, you're tired.
Blame it on work. Blame it on work.
You weren't working back then.
Yeah, it was.
Oh wow.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
No, you were on
Disability. I might have been.
It's because you.
Yeah.
Broke. Yeah.
I broke my back. So we had a lot of time to watch some turtles. I fell asleep all the time. Yeah, every time we try to watch something, he's like, I'm always passing out. I'm like, when I didn't see Moana, and then like the big scene where the big old monster comes out, I passed out right during that whole scene. I was like, I was so
Wow.
He wakes up and he's like, "What happened?"
When you got four kids and they make so much noise, you get to learn to just zone it all out and just pass out.
So he's no good to take to a movie theater, is what you're saying, right? I mean, that's the way my wife is. My wife falls asleep during every movie we gone to, and it's like I don't take her to movies anymore.
The only movie I fell asleep through is Wonka, and that came out just like a few months ago. And it was so boring. I was just like, I'm not feeling it.
You just gotta try to pay attention because you pay so much. But like John Wick 4, man, that was so long.
Wow, we're going off the rails here, John. Maybe we should have a John Wick and Turtles crossover.
Yeah.
Wow, can we make that work?
Okay. Well, they are making a rated R Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pretty soon here.
That is true.
Okay,
it's part of the Continental.
John Wick versus the Turtles. Who would win? Let's go, everybody.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
John Wick.
Wow.
Is included.
John Wick.
They got bulletproof shells though.
Not their head.
He can't do his gun food.
They ain't got bulletproof knees.
Well, they can just pop their head back, and pop in their shell.
Matt goes to the worst place. He's just like, not in the head. He just went to like.
He's like, shake his head. But remember
I'm not sure their shells are bulletproof. Only in like the Michael Bay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are we going with the Michael Bay bulky? And then what was it 2 where he popped his head in when they tried to hit his head and he like ha miss me. Remember that? Didn't they get that kid that karate that one and the second one was that kid from like Sidekicks or something? He was always in these like karate movies and stuff like that, and they got him for Turtles. So I was like, he was. You remember that in the beginning?
Yep.
What's his name? Brian, what's his name? Who is he?
I don't know his actual name. I'll look it up.
Yeah, he was.
So what's your expectations for The Last Ronin? What are you hoping that you'll get out of that movie?
Original.
No, everybody on the panel, but go ahead.
Characters, with the
Yeah, Ernie Reyes
Rubber
Jr.
suit, looking guys. We don't need any monster mutant craziness. No PC political correctness, wokeness brought into it at all.
Namaste.
True that.
True that.
Dark, gritty.
Yep.
That's what the Last Ronin should be. Is
Yep.
dark and gritty. It should be an actual good story.
John Wick, kind of style, and but
One man wrecking crew kind of a thing.
make it a rated R movie for the sake of
Violence.
for the story and the violence, but don't go over the top with it just because it's rated R.
Do you want it like
let's
super
not have
gory,
any-
or do you want to be able to like knock somebody actually knock somebody in the head, kind of a gore, or like do you want like blood? You want to like
You need super
Tarantino
gory.
bloody, or you want?
I think you need super gory. I mean, you don't even need a lot of blood. I mean, but it needs to be adult focused though, as far as just.
It should be
not-
made for teenagers and us. It should be
Yeah.
made for.
It shouldn't be
Yeah.
made for. It shouldn't be made for like 5 to 12-year-olds. With
Right.
the
Like his age, he grew up with it. He's ready for.
I'm
a little
sorry,
more mature.
Gallagher guy. You won't be able to watch that one. I'm sorry.
Like I liked your idea of like the John Wick, about as violent as a John Wick film.
Okay.
Oh, as gory. as
Anybody
Fallout.
else? Anybody?
Gory,
I feel
not
like-
as gory as
I feel
Fallout.
I feel like
That is
the
super
gritty,
gory.
the
they
grittiness,
don't
like Joel
make it
said, like
Deadpool.
like they tried to access that grittiness when it came to the
Go Bay ones.
that I guess Megan Fox,
Michael
that
Bay,
those
yeah.
Ninja Turtle ones, like those ones, they try to like access the grittiness. That's why the turtles kind of look like the way they did, but they tried and they kind of did it. But like I really hope with the Last Ronin they really go all out and get that grittiness that we all kind of want to see with it.
I think
And
like
just
the
because they're
Injustice
giving it a
2.
rated R, we don't need any like awkward turtle sex scenes or anything like that.
Speak for
Yeah.
yourself, Joel.
Hey, chill.
I agree with Joel.
I agree.
You can have that in your own little space, but no.
That's what it is with some radar movies. It's just like, it's like, do we really need this? Like, I think you're just doing it just because, yeah,
It
so I
gets
get what
too
you're
much.
saying.
It's
Yeah.
It's
too
like,
much.
there's just too much.
Yeah.
Well, even like in the last one, it was kind of like, does Splinter really need to fall in love with anybody? And
Yeah, for real.
where did that come from? Like, why is that even in here?
I think
I
the
will say with the
models.
Michael,
Sure, everybody needs to find love, right?
Yeah. I think the models they used in Justice, I think that's kind of the vibe they should go with, because those, if they can go something similar to that, I think that works perfectly with a grittier, because that whole game is like a darker version of the Turtles, and it actually is a fun fighter too. So I'd say take that model, and if you can make them live, or I don't know if they could, they're probably gonna be CG-ish somehow.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want like a real person. I don't think they're gonna do the Muppet thing, but the poster I seen for it looked pretty promising.
No, I mean they could. I mean, if they want to do CGI, they can, but don't go over the top crazy. Transformer is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shredder starts transforming into Super Shredder.
There is actually some very good teaser trailer stuff that fans have made and stuff that, like, if you're watching any of the stuff on YouTube talking about like the Last Ronin, the clips that they're using and stuff of like Donatello and Leonardo and stuff, they actually do a very good job of, and it's all CGI. So I mean, you can pull it off, and it looks very much like, but a little bit crisper and stuff to the original.
Shotgun
designs.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what makes it so gritty, Shotgun Sean.
I want to see the emotion of, losing your brothers and like,
Yeah.
like how, and now it's time for, time for you to get, redemption or whatever. I
Vengeance.
want that story to be told, but I want to see that how hard it is, because a lot of the things that I've seen about The Last Ronin makes you think how tore up that turtle is, that he lost his brothers.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping that they can convey that in a movie really well and not just glaze over it, because that's the important part of it. It's a brotherhood. It's something.
That's the whole like motivation, like kind of like
Yeah.
the John Wick thing is.
And you get that from John Wick.
Yeah. What happened to him that motivates the turtle to go out and I want a John Wick turtle, basically. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Killed my dog.
But
you killed my dog, you're gonna pay.
But that's my concern, is that they're going to glaze over that a little bit, because if they don't make it for teenagers and for us, they're going to glaze over that because they want the younger viewers to see it, even though it's not really for them.
They're calling it the Last Ronin, right?
Well, the fact that they've called out the fact that it's gonna be rated R too. I think at least that can help them hone it in on a audience rather than trying to cast a broad net to capture everybody and sucker everybody's dollar in just for the sake of.
Well, they're calling it the Last Ronin too. They're not calling it a Turtles movie. They make that smaller. From what I've seen the poster, which I think is smart, just call it the Last Ronin.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that kind of distinguishes it from a Turtles movie.
Yeah. Imagine being the guy who walks in there not knowing it's a Turtles movie. He's like, "What's Ronin?" Like, what are these turtles? I'm just here to see the Last Ronin.
Why are these turtles making out?
I thought it was a Bruce Lee movie.
Right.
There you go. Crossover Bruce Lee and Turtles.
Why are these turtles kissing and making out?
The one guy.
Turtle will have blue hair.
Oh man. Oh boy.
What is going on?
So when is The Last Ronin coming out? Does anybody know on top of their head?
I think I was trying to look it up earlier, and what I've seen is people saying October 2025 is the date.
So we got more than a year,
which I'm surprised, because it's just been announced kind of that they're going to start working on it. So
yeah.
It's probably have to do cast, and you think they got a story? I mean, they got the story. It's like a screenplay.
I'd love if it was October of 2025, but that seems pretty early and soon.
Unless it's gonna be all CGI, like TMNT.
That's gonna be a great fall movie to watch.
Yeah,
I have to say,
October's his birthday, so he's kind of happy about that.
5th anniversary of the comic.
Cool.
I did not know that. Did you guys know that?
Nope.
I did not.
So
I will say,
it's already been 5 years. Wow.
No, it's been longer than that.
No, the Ronin.
That Ronin.
Oh, the Ronin comic.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
We don't know that it's been a little bit longer than 5 years.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
I will say what's already surprised me, because I like I said, I saw the newest Turtles movie today. I just watched it.
I'm sorry.
And they actually mention, like, they specifically say, like, oh yeah, he killed these persons or people. Like, oh yeah, they're dead because he killed them. And then I went through and I killed them. And anymore, you don't really like hear. It's always like, oh, he beat them, or then now they're gone. So I was kind of like, wow, that's kind of weird. So I don't know. I guess it's like a step when it comes to Last Ronin. Maybe they're kind of getting people prepared. Like, hey, people die in this universe, just so you know. Like, it's not like we just beat them up and they just kind of sit there.
Yeah, I mean, like the all the kids ones, all the bad guys have to be robots, and that way they can stab them and cut their heads off and do all the moves and stuff like that. So that's how they get away with doing that. And like the one he was watching, so they could cut them, and they're just robots, so you can just
robots and brains.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So for anybody that's interested and wants to continue Deep Top, even follow, all things turtles, YouTube, the Old Turtles Den YouTuber.
Okay.
Great YouTuber, the Old Turtles Den. So he, he's usually has breaking news of all things turtles comics, movies, and stuff. And he does a lot of his takes and stuff on what he thinks the Ronin should be. And it's he's pretty geeked and excited about this because this was what he started his channel, over a decade ago about, just hoping that someday there would be a better classic version of the Ninja Turtles original movie, and so he's.
You mean like the original comic book version? Is that what he's trying to talk about?
No, just a live act, like the last.
Oh, live action. Okay, gotcha. I follow you.
So wait, Adam Wingard is the director. Is that what Jason was saying?
That's what
No, he
Jason
asked.
said.
When director.
So yes,
If
it seems that
if Adam Wingard's directing, it's going to be great. He did the last two Godzilla and Kong movies.
Okay,
awesome.
So it should be great.
Even at a PG-13 rating, they could do it good.
Yeah,
I mean,
not gonna argue
the original was PG-13, right?
Was it? I don't think that rating was out yet. Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I can find out.
I forget what movie PG-13 that started that.
I'm pretty sure it was PG-13, the original.
Yeah,
I think the rest were brought down to like PG or something.
Retro Lizards
in
here.
the house. Thank you. We appreciate the call outs. Multiple.
What did I
times
win?
on
What did I win, Retro?
But thank you for calling us out. The first
Red Dawn
PG-rated movie was Red Dawn in the 80s.
Okay, so yeah, that was okay. So yeah,
Way
talking
before
Disney
Turtles.
movies.
No, Turtles. We're talking Turtles.
The original two
Turtles.
movies were rated PG.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Even the original one?
Yeah.
Yep, it was rated PG.
Yep.
Now somebody needs
Even
to find
though
the
they said damn
VHS.
twice.
They said it a lot.
Somebody needs to get the VHS out and confirm. Okay, who's got the VHS?
No way.
What's the rating? What's the rating?
E
It's
for
rated-
everyone.
E for everyone.
Shut up. Is it PG?
Speaking of original, have you guys all seen the original sketch that they did for Ninja Turtles? Like the actual turtle that the guy did?
Mondo. It's the name of
I think I sent it in the private chat. It's an article that shows you what the original actual drawing was, but it looks totally different from the Ninja Turtles we got in the end. But it's pretty cool.
Name of the
Yeah.
turtle, Mondo.
Now,
the first turtle.
What?
so we're not going to scare off our expert if we show him this picture, right?
No.
Oh no, that looks.
Yeah, that's goofy looking.
I did not know Corey
Huh.
Feldman voiced Donatello in the original movie.
You didn't know that?
No,
Yeah,
I
I
did not
knew
know
that. I spotted it right off as soon as I heard him. Yeah, he was. Was he in the suit?
No, he just voiced it.
Okay.
Leaf Tilden was in the suit.
Sean. Yeah, dude. This
So
is
that
what the
looks more
original
like
one
my
looked like.
shirt. That looks like my shirt here, the original.
That's one of my grails, though, is they made a figure of that. I really want to get the figure.
Oh yeah,
But it's
I remember you.
ridiculously expensive on the secondary market.
Pooping. No, that's his tail.
And I think there was a show on Netflix where they did documentaries about certain toys
The toys that made
that
us
came
yes,
out. Yeah,
Okay.
and they had a whole section about Ninja Turtles. And they said they were just up late one night and the guy just sketched like what would a turtle look like as a ninja, like kind of thing. And that's what he came up with. And
And it
yeah,
morphed
just kind of
into-
went from there.
What kind of mushrooms were they on when they?
Well, yeah, when they got to the comic, the TV show is what kind of got them into their surfer guys and their pizza and all the kind of the thing. They all had different colors. That all came from the cartoon when they brought it to the
they can distinguish
masses.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. But the original, if you watch what was it? Turtles Forever. They even bring that back. They go. I forget what they call it. Turtle Prime.
Yeah.
They bring it back to Turtle Prime, and
we'll have
the
same
black
color.
and white turtles come in and make everything black and white and take over. Stuff like that. So they do a nod to that. So they're what we have now and what we think is the Turtles wasn't what they even started out with in the comic.
No.
That is pretty cool, though. That action figure. That is awesome.
So
almost look like a plushie.
But I can't spend $1,000 on an action figure.
No.
And
I heard that G.I. Joe can make them.
Yeah, I heard that G.I. Joe could
And there's some guy
print
with a 3D printer who can make toys.
Good.
that would be pretty cool.
What do you guys think?
Cool.
$1,700 is too much for Unicron?
I think $1,700 is too much for a lot of things.
What about a 4K
KLP.
Well,
choose your words wisely, Gallagher guy. Choose your words wisely.
I said for a lot of things, not all things. Not an 4K LP.
It's Unicron, and he stands about this tall, about as tall as Joel's turtle that he has. He's huge, and I really want him.
I did not pay anywhere near that for my turtle.
I know.
Well, hopefully,
I could get
hopefully
two
when your
turtles for that
Social
much.
Security comes in, Jay, you can go ahead and get that.
When
Once your retirement money comes in.
I don't need to support myself. I can just buy my toy. I'm Unicron now. I really want them, and they're really hard to find. They were originally $800, and now they don't make them anymore. So now the prices are all jacked up.
$800 is only double.
So, speaking of ALPs and pinball, have you guys played like the Ninja Turtle pinball machine? Ever?
I've seen Joel's.
Joel has his ALP wrapped in
I played
turtles.
it in Cleveland.
Yeah. I played like the Stern like Ninja Turtle one, and that one they said you need multiple players in order for it to be kind of fun, and I agree. Because playing it by yourself was not very fun.
Pinball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a Ninja Turtles pinball.
You need to play multiple players. What do you mean?
You take
Yeah,
turns.
they said like
Oh,
yeah, you
I
take
know what
turns.
You get a second one
And-
and plug them into each other with a game link cable.
That sounds like what the heck?
You bring yours to a friend's house in your backpack.
It's like
I'm like, what the heck?
it's like
Yeah.
cross shaped in each side.
You're shooting
Oh,
balls
man.
over to the other guy.
So
Yes.
funny you should say that. Do you think that At Games will ever come out with something? I mean, in all honesty,
Turtles? Oh my gosh!
I mean,
dream.
Chaotic, what do you think?
I mean, you would have to look at Zen and see if Zen would want to do that kind of partnership. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anything tied up with Stern or not. If they still have a license and don't want to give that up.
Obviously, Raw Thrills have
Turtles.
has
Yeah.
turtles.
And Nickelodeon, right? Nickelodeon has a lot
owns it
of,
now. Yeah.
a lot of the rights. So
I mean, I
But-
think there
but-
would definitely be. I think it would print money.
I mean, look at you've had with At Games, you've gotten what Star Trek, you've gotten a couple different IPs.
They
You know,
announced they announced today Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I sent that.
Is it a table or is it a skin?
Yeah, table. No, not a physical table.
not a
It's
physical table, but an
pinball.
actual Zen
Oh,
table.
yeah. I was thinking skin.
And it looks fun.
So Turtles 4K, is that Matt? Does that tempt you at all?
It does. But once again, I still have to play it. That goes back to like You
I
guys
hear
are
you, I hear
you're
you.
brave. You're making a $1,700 decision and not touching it yet. Like that to me
The
is
bravest man on this panel right now is Chaotic. I admit. Because you're gonna either love you're either gonna love that machine or you're gonna hate that machine,
Because
right?
you already have that machine. So
Yes,
to
I
buy it
have the
again,
RK 1-up version.
Yeah.
I know,
And
but I'm really.
It looks tiny compared
It
to
does.
it.
I know it looks
It
tiny,
does.
but I heard it plays better. So I'm really curious of your impressions. I really want because you
Well,
have both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, the 720 and 4K, like the
Yeah.
spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And if
He's
that
the
game
bravest.
dropped
The bravest one of
TMNT
the.
table, they could have my money.
What's
I
that,
understand. I understand Brian, and he likes that IP. If at games dropped a TMNT table, skinned and everything, they can have my money.
Yeah,
that would probably be like, I keep going around the bush telling you, like, I don't know what I would want, but if a TMT came up, I would probably be on that, because think about it, that's a beautiful table, beautiful graphics. I mean,
okay, so they're gonna screw it up. What turtles would they do? Would they do the new series of turtles, or would they do the old school?
Whatever Nintendo lets them do.
Or
Not Nintendo, sorry. Nickelodeon. Whatever Nickelodeon
what
lets
would
them do.
Nickelodeon would say, which ones do you want, and then you would probably,
Well, the problem is it would have Nickelodeon plastered all over it too.
Yeah, it would be.
Like the
I wouldn't hate that so much, as long as it was maybe OG or the 2012. If they went the new one, I don't know if I would be so eager to get it.
I don't think the new one would be the one that they would do. I think
Well, you didn't think that was going to be with Star Trek either, but look what they did.
Well, look, they got a
Yeah, that's what I was
partnership
gonna
with
say.
Paramount, so you'll probably get the live action Michael Bay turtles in the car.
They're pushing that new one though, Todd. There's a TV show series coming out for the new one, and
Yeah,
they're pushing it. So
or a Last Ronin.
Please
I
do
doubt
not
it.
make it anime.
I doubt that.
But I could see a Mutant Mayhem skin
Please do not
if they
make
were to
it
do one.
Uh-huh.
Or sadly, they'll do the Paramount Michael Bay skin like they did with the Star Trek.
All right, Joel. If that's the case, if it was either the last movie or the Michael Bay, would you buy it?
I probably would still.
Okay.
Fair
enough.
Because you would hope.
It could have the rise of the TMNT on it and still be of interest to me. I mean, it would definitely be well considered.
But you would be like me, that you would probably, they didn't give us a next generation skin, but they gave us the game, or they gave us games. You're hoping that they'll give you an original or Rise or the 2012 or whatever, whichever one that you want. You're hoping that the games will be on it too, that you'll have the multitude of games.
For sure, yeah. I mean, I could always just reskin one to something. Right?
You could just. True.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's true. Like, give me a discounted Dinosaur Dynasty, and I'll just put graphics on the side of it.
Reskin it to a turtle. And I
But
wonder
you want
if
that boot up screen.
You can do your own custom boot up screen. I've seen somebody do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now let's get interesting.
You just have to have a USB drive always in it. But
That's
hey,
fine. I got a little thumb drive I can put in that bad boy.
I need to really give Rise another chance, because I don't know, the animation's so different that I just never really. I don't know. And then I heard that Raphael's a robot, and I'm like, oh, I really like Raphael.
He's
but
not a robot.
I've heard that the fight sequences are amazing in it, but I don't know. The animation just throws.
I tried
me.
watching it. It's hard.
Yeah,
it's for little kids. It's a little.
It's weird because what is weird is Raph is the leader.
Up into this movie.
Leo.
Yeah, up into the movie.
And Leo's kind of like a goof off and stuff like that.
Immature.
Splinter's just a bumbling buffoon dummy, throughout pretty much most of it. So it's just kind of weird in that respect, but it's an acquired taste. It's what after it's interesting because they came out with that and it was like, man, they really screwed the pooch on this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they came out with Mutant Mayhem, and we watched that, and it's like, well, I guess you could get worse.
You're progressively getting worse. You're not progressively
like, man,
getting
I
better.
really like Rise of the TMNT now.
So that makes you feel better about it.
Up on the list.
Mutant Mayhem.
JoJo loves turtles, as much as I do, and I tried to get him to watch the live-action TV series. He couldn't sit through it.
Yeah.
I bought Mutant Mayhem for us to watch when it first came out. He couldn't sit all the way through it. He got bored and so I think that says something,
Yeah. Yeah. If you can't hold your
Mutant
attention
Mayhem is the newest movie, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say I had some funny parts. Like some of the stuff they say, I was dying laughing.
Because Seth Rogen, right?
It was. We've
Yeah.
revisited it, and he's watched it a few times now. But I mean, it's still not like a go-to must watch. Like him and I
Whenever
watch anything else.
they leave. Spoiler alert! They leave April alone in the sewer for a minute, and she's just sitting there looking around. And she's like, "Okay, that's a cockroach surfing on a turd." I did not need to see that. I was dead. Like that part, I laughed so hard at. But yeah, I get where there's some things that are not so good about it. But it was pretty. Some of the stuff was pretty funny.
But it sounded like it did pretty good. So I think they're doing a TV series on it.
Yeah, that's what Joel was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that all the spoiler alert, but like majority of the villains that we know just like were good guys at the end, and I'm like, okay, that kind of ruins it. Like for later,
hold hands and kumbaya, and everything's good.
Like,
hey, Bill Tendo, what's up? We're talking turtles.
Talking turtles.
Talking turtles.
But yeah, the last Ronin movie, as long as they have Donatello wearing glasses, I think it should be good. As long as they hold true to that trend, Donatello needs to wear glasses so that everybody feels.
I don't think he's gonna be. So we know what happens to 3 of them. Do you think they're gonna show that?
Yes.
That's what
I won't watch it if they don't.
They're hoping that there's a lot of because it's not in the if you read the comic, it's not about they don't just like gloss over the fact of what happened to him. There's a lot of backstory and reflecting and going back in time and actually telling those stories. So I would imagine that there's going to be a lot of that with the movie too. So you're not just going to see one turtle the entire movie. You're probably going to get all 4 of them in flashbacks, and a lot of the movie is probably going to be flashbacks of the destruction and everything that led up to the last Ronin.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Collect all 4 7 gift sets.
I don't know
if like a van, like the pizza van set that has
that came with it. Yeah,
I had the van.
He had the van.
Yeah.
I don't think we get all of them.
Yeah,
I think we did. Yeah, he was pretty adamant about me collecting all these.
I was mad when you lost the other 2.
I lost the other 2.
You did.
Okay.
I had them perfectly organized, and you had to put them in the CD cases.
Oh, you're talking about the DVDs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You mixed up where the DVDs into.
Come on, Grandpa. You messed it up. You messed it up, Grandpa.
Well, these 2 are in the case, so these are.
Yeah, you got those 2 right, but the rest of them, you messed them up, dude.
I know.
He lost the TMNT disc. I can't find it.
I did lose the TMNT. I can't.
Oh my god.
He's mad. He goes, I want the TMNT on our Plex. I want to watch that one again. I was like, that is a good one. Oh, that one has Patrick Stewart in it too. He's the bad guy in TMNT.
All right, well, we're going to close this poll.
I have it. Okay. You need to borrow it, guys.
What's that?
I have it if you need to borrow it.
Yeah, we
We're
might
gonna-
have to.
We're closing the poll. It looks like 89% wants Jay out and Fenner 7
What?
in. So
Was that the poll?
This is a private poll between just those on the panel.
So you got to give up your bracelet. You got to give up your bracelet.
Give up the bracelet.
Well, it's been nice, guys.
Your grandson's taking over. I mean, your son's taking over. Your son's
you go.
taking over.
Welcome, Fenner 7 to the Arcades Anonymous.
Yep, it was nice. Yeah.
Your whole demographic just went. You all, your average age just went.
Hey.
See, Shotgun Sean's telling you congratulations. Yeah.
That's the bump we need to get it to put us over 280.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
younger demographic pick up
There you
5
go.
more views.
There you go. There you go.
Yep, he got his friends to to sub to us and stuff like that. So
we're not kicking you out, Jay. We're not kicking you out, buddy. We'll keep part of. We're
Not yet.
We're extending your contract for another show. So
As long as you can still remember how to get to the basement.
that's where I get kicked out to. Oh, did you hear the news that my my arcade has a new feature?
What's that?
A bouncy house. And this guy helped move all my arcades so he could.
I had no choice. I was yelling at Mom that Dad was going to be ticked about this, and she didn't listen, and she was like, "I'm your authority. You listen to me." I'm
There
like,
you go.
That don't sound right. That don't sound right.
So I come down there and I have a bouncy house in my arcade now.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
It's a huge bouncy house.
Why didn't you do a video on this?
Yeah, and why aren't you
there?
Why
She did
aren't
it
you?
while I wasn't there. I was at work, and she.
"No, you were sleeping, actually."
There you go, Grandma.
I was about to wake you up and say, "Mom's doing something stupid," and she's like, "Don't you dare wake up your dad."
Oh man,
Is there a ball pit?
She wanted to add something to the arcade, and it was a humongous bump. And she goes, "It's so inflatable, you can take it down." And I'm like, but now my granddaughter absolutely loves the thing, so I don't have the heart to. Oh, and she got a little basketball hoop. I thought she was gonna get a bigger one, but it's like miniature size. It's it's countercade size of arcade basketball hoop. So yeah, that's.
Does your grandson like it, Finner?
Oh, they love
you
it.
like
They
it?
absolutely love it. They just it's kind of like, what do you do?
No,
Is he
your
talking
other
about
grandson
me,
next to
or
Yeah, your other grandson, Finner. Does he like it?
It's way too crowded now. I had to move my computer.
Oh, he had to move his computer. He had to move the Fortnite machine. So he was.
Oh,
he wasn't too
man.
happy with that.
I wasn't too happy. I had to move my computer for the basketball hoop. I was like,
Oh
now
man.
my room's crowded now.
He has the whole half of the basement to himself, and he's a big old his own couch and 65-inch TV. So I don't really feel sorry for the guy.
That's not a big
That's his
deal.
classroom. That's where he does his homework. He sits there on his little
Yeah,
Chromebook and watches.
I watch the videos that they I'm usually watching TV and letting it run in the background.
Watching Ninja Turtles, right?
There you go. There you go.
Playing
So-
Fortnite as a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
We've kept these
Or
people for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I think it's time to wrap
Yeah,
it
that's
up.
some turtle
But-
power right there.
But
That's
I
a-
do want to say one more question before I close the night, before I send everybody home. I want to go around the panel. If Arcade 1-Up comes up with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles deluxe cabinet with more than just 2 games on it, would you buy it? Yes or no? Chaotic?
If it had the original cabinet art, yes.
Original cabinet art, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the deluxe.
Yes.
All right. Gallagher got 88.
No.
No.
No, he's real arcades now. He don't need one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No.
Boys.
Here's why. I've already bought the marquee for the other one, and I like the risers, so I probably wouldn't buy the deluxe. I'd be like, oh,
Yes.
well, you know.
Yeah, we love risers.
We love risers. All right.
Yes.
We're a riser
I love
family here.
risers too, but
And if I want a different riser that's seamless, I would just get a hold of this guy down below, and he would just
Exactly.
provide me
You
with
want
one.
If you want a
Like-
Turtle Deluxe now, swing on over to G.I. Joe Gaming.
Well, that was my
Exactly.
segue, but okay.
That's how we do.
That was my segue, but okay. How about you, Matt? Would that interest you into buying one, or not really?
Oh, it has to be online. Like the only way for
Has to be online so we can play as a group.
Absolutely.
I hate to beat that drum over unless it's online and I can play with you guys. I don't care.
Yeah, it's almost a necessity.
Okay, that might change my vote.
My original.
That's what. Okay, see,
That may change my vote if it was online. That may change it.
Deluxe, online, and more than 2 games.
And the original
Original
artwork.
artwork. Original artwork. Yep. Okay. All right. What about Grandpa and our newest member of the show?
So I would be the one buying it. So I would like it to
Whatever.
If it looks,
Look at me, I got a job.
look at me, I do
I have a
overtime.
job.
Look
in
at the
the
portal, this
work.
stuff.
What a loser.
So if it looked more like maybe the Blitz cab or the yeah, I'll say the Blitz cab, how it has an angle and stuff like
You
that.
couldn't give me a yes or no. You had to go in there and say it
Yes,
had to be.
yes. There's stipulations to this answer. Okay, and then it had. I want that
There is
freaking
MG.
Shredder's Revenge on that bad boy.
I said more than 2 games, so I mean,
So Shredder's
hopefully
Revenge and maybe this new one that just came out. Put those 4 games
Well,
on
if-
there. I'll
If
buy
it
that
had
thing for.
Shredder's,
I'll buy
if it
that
had
thing for
Shredder's Revenge-
$1,000. I'd pay $1,000 for that.
Okay.
if it had
Alright.
Shredder's Revenge, everyone
I
would be
would.
buying it, dude.
If it had Shredder's Revenge, this new one and the other 2 all online.
I mean,
$1,000.
stipulations.
man, I don't think Arcade One Up could pull that off, Jay. I mean, come
If
on.
it
That's
was
why I
made
said-
of
That's why I said
Well, it
1,000.
could. It would be one game. It would be a Shredder's Revenge cabinet, but it would have no online.
okay. So for my specifications, if it was made of gold and diamonds, I would also buy it.
All right. Joel, I gotta know your answer. I know
Don't be
you're.
ridiculous.
I
Nobody's
think we
being
all know my
ridiculous.
answer. I'd pick it up too. But yeah, I'm in the same boat as Matt. I think I'd only pick it up if it had online play.
Yeah.
It has to
I
have
don't have a
online
full size
play.
cab TMNT, but I want one. I want the Turtles in Time one for the online, kinda. But I think there's only like 7 people that are probably ever online in a week. on it, so-
Phil's one of them.
Yeah, Phil's one of them.
On what game?
Turtles in Time, Arcade One Up, the one that's online.
Turn
I
up
didn't
your
know- I don't
hearing
have
aid,
it.
Grandpa.
Oh boy! All right. Well,
They could-
don't
they
mean
could
it,
kick
Jay.
out me being a grandpa. You know, this is what I get. This is my friends.
Yeah.
This is what I get.
You should see
Uh, well,
I'd say if they had more than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, though, like
yeah, that's
Tasty into it, or Metalhead, or like the
Yeah.
lizard. I forgot the lizard guy's name.
Leatherhead.
Leatherhead. Yeah.
yeah.
He's a crocodile, alligator.
Okay.
There is a
So we-
lizard guy that's
From
on
the
the
bayou.
If Arcade One Up, I know you don't watch us, or at least if you do, you don't say anything. That's what we want. We want a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Deluxe with more than 2 games, and we want it online. Make that happen.
And subscribe to the channel.
And subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
All of us want to do reviews for you. So
Yeah, we want
we're
free
here
tabs.
for it. We are here for you.
It'll
We're
be
here
the
for
first
you.
ever 7-person review on one video.
Hey, send us one cab, and I'll send it to all of my friends to review. And
No, you
send it
won't.
back to.
And we'll all sign it.
We'll all sign it. We'll all sign it. No,
If we get to
honestly,
me
we
first,
get-
again, I'll see it. If
We
you-
could
if
be
get
the
to me
ultimate
first, then you'll
shell.
get somebody else.
The ultimate shell. 7 of us and 1.
Yeah, there you go.
7
There
and
you
1.
go.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, what a fantastic show. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Had an awesome time having fun. And looking forward to next week. Hopefully we can get together on Sunday and play some games and whatnot. And if you've been watching this whole time, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. You guys rock. Thank you for getting us Retro Lizard to 280 while we were on the show. Because you guys, obviously, Retro Lizard rules. Awesome
Yes, he
guy.
does.
So hit that like, hit that subscribe for us. Thank you for hanging out with us on this meeting. Wednesday meeting that we always have on every Wednesday. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Any final thoughts before I send these people home?
Thank you, Doug Wynn, for all your insight on this given show. Thank you.
You rock. Absolutely.
Yeah, Doug Wynn's cool. I like that.
Yep. Well, thank you
Again,
again.
and do not forget, wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
There you go.
That's words of wisdom.
Words
We
to
all
live by.
have a fantastic week. We'll see y'all next week.
No hogging.
Peace.
Yeah.